Sirrah, begone whither thou wilt, and thank thy luck thou hast escaped a heavy charge. Now, answer this plain question, yes or no. Wast thou acquainted with the interdict?
I knew. All knew. How should I fail to know?
And yet were bold enough to break the law?
For these laws were not ordained of Zeus. And she who sits enthroned with God's beloved just enacted not these human laws. Nor did I deem that thou, a mortal man, could through the breath annul the immutable, unwritten laws of heaven. They were not born yesterday nor today. They dies not. I was not like who fear no mortal's frown to thus provoke the wrath of heaven. I knew that I must die even hadst thou not proclaimed it. And if death is thereby hastened, I shall count it gain. For death is gain to him whose life, like mine, is full of misery. Thus my lot appears not sad but blissful. For had I endured to leave my mother's son unburied there, I should have grieved with reason. But not now. And if in this thou judgest me the fool, methinks the judge of folly is not acquitted.
Stubborn daughter of a stubborn sire, this ill-starred maiden kicks against the pricks.
Well, let her know that the stubbornness of wills are soonest broken as the hardest iron. O'erheated in the fire till brittleness flies soonest into fragments shivered through. Snaffle curbs the firest of steeds. And he who in subjugation lives needs must be meeks. But this proud girl, well schooled in insolence, first oversteps the established law, and then a second and worst act of insolence, boasts and glories in her wickedness. And if she is allowed to go unpunished, I am woman, she the man. And though she be my sister's child, and near of kin of all who worship at my heart, nor she nor her sister shall escape the utmost punishment. For both I hold as arch conspirators of equal guilt. Bring forth the elder. Even now I saw her in the palace, frenzied and distraught. For the workings of the mind often discover that dark deeds and darkness scheme before they act. More hateful still, the miscreant who, when caught, seeks to make a virtue of a crime.
Wouldst thou do more than slay thy prisoner?
No, not I. Thy life is mine, and that's enough.
Why dally then? To me no word of thine is pleasant. Forbid it ere she please. Nor am I more acceptable to thee. And yet how else had I achieved a name so glorious as by bearing a brother? My counsel, I would say, were they not gagged by terror, manful the king's prerogative. Based on all his words and all his acts are law.
Yeah. Of all these Thebans, none so deemed but thou.
These think as I, but bathe their breath.
Hast thou no shame but to differ from all these?
Kith and kin can bring no shame.
Was not thy foeman, thy dead the kinsman too?
One mother bare the man the same sire.
Well, why cast a slur in one by honoring one?
The dead man will not bear the out of this.
Oh, well, if dead, and good and evil fare alike.
The slain man was no villain, but a brother.
The patriot perished at the outlaw's brand.
Nonetheless, the wrongs below these rights require.
Not even death can make a foe a friend.
My nature's mutual love, not hate.
Die then. Make a love with the dead. No woman shall be the master while I live.
Lo, from out the palace gates, weeping of her sister's fate, comes Ismene. See her brow once serene be clouded now.
Woman, like a viper unperceived, didst harbor in my home to drain my blood. 2 plagues nurtured I unknowingly, so it turned to sap the throne. Say, didst thou abet this crime, or dost abjure all privity?
I did the deed, if you will have it so, with my sister claim my share in guilt.
Temper unjust. Thou wouldst not act with me at first, and I refused thy partnership.
And now thy bark is stranded, I am bold to claim my share in the loss.
Who did the deed, the underworld knows well. Friend in word is never a friend of mine.
Oh, sister, scorn me not. Let me share this work of piety with thee. Die.
Claim not a work in which thou hast no hand. One death's affection. Wherefore shouldst thou die?
How will life profit me bereft of thee?
Yes, Creon. He's thy kinsman and best friend.
Oh, must you taunt me so? Findest thou pleasure in these jibes?
'Tis a sad mockery if indeed I mock.
Both maids, methinks, are crazed. One suddenly lost her wits, the other was born mad.
Yea, so false, sire. Even the wisest lose their mother wit.
Faith, thy wits forsook thee when thou madest thy choice with evildoers to do ill.
What life for me without my sister?
Say not thy sister here. Thy sister's dead.
What, wilt thou slay thy own son's plighted bride?
Aye, let him go raise his seed in other fields.
No near spousal can be like the old.
A plague on trolls who woo and court our sons.
O Haemon, how thy sire dishonors thee.
A blight on thee and thy cursed bride.
What? Wilt thou rob thine own son of his bride?
'Tis death that bars this marriage, not his sire.
Death warrant it would seem is seen.
By you, as first by me. Guards off with them, and keep them close at hand. Henceforward, let them learn to live as women use, not roam at large. For e'en the bravest spirits run away when they perceive death pressing on life's heels.
Thrice blessed are they who never tasted pain. If ever the curse of heaven attaint a race, the infection lingers on and speeds apace. Age after age, and each the cup must drain. Thy might, O Zeus, what mortal power can quell not sleep that lays all beneath its spell, nor moons that tear untouched by time. Throned in the dazzling light, that crowns Olympus' height, thou reignest king, omnipotent, sublime. Past, present, and to be, all bow to thy decree. All that exceeds the mean by fate is punished. Love or hate. Hope flits about, never wearying wings. Profit to some light love she brings. But to no man can know how her gifts may turn till 'neath his feet the treacherous ashes burn. Sure was a sage inspired that spake these words, if evil could appear to any, fate is near. And brief the respite from her flaming soul.
Soon shall we know better than Zero can tell. Learning may fix decree and hit thy bride. Thou mean'st not, son, to rave against thy sire. Knowest not that all we do in love.
O Father, I am thine, and I will take thy wisdom to steer withal. Therefore no wedlock shall be me beheld more precious than thy loving gown.
Well spoken. So right-minded sons should feel, in all deferring to a father's will. For 'tis the hope of all parents that they may rear a brood of sons, submissive, keen to avenge their father's wrongs, and count his friends their own. But whoso begets unprofitable sons, he verily breeds trouble for himself, and for his foes much laughter. Therefore, son, be warned, let no woman fool away thy wits. Ill fares the husband mated with a shrew. Very soon her embraces wax cold, and what can wound so surely to the quick as a false friend? So spew and cast her off, bid her go find a husband with the dead. For since I caught her open rebelling, of all these Thebans, the one malcontent, I will not prove the traitor to the state. Surely she dies. Go. Let her, if she will, appeal to Zeus, the god of kindred. For if thus I, nurture rebellion within my house, shall not I also then foster a mutiny without? For whoso rules his household brutally shall in civic matters prove no less wise. Such is the policy by which I seek to serve the commons. For if one thinks to overbear the laws or overrule his rulers, such a one I will never allow. For whosoever the state appoints needs must be obeyed in everything, but small and great, just and unjust alike. I warrant, such a one would in either case shine as king or subject. Such a man in the heat of battle would stand his grounds, a comrade leal and true. But anarchy, what evils are not wrought by anarchy? She ruins states, overthrows the home, she routs and dissipates the embattled host, while discipline preserves the ordered ranks. Therefore, we must maintain authority and yield to title to a woman's will, for it is better, if needs be, that men should cast us off than hear it said that a woman proved his match.
To me, unless old age hath dulled wits, thy words seem reasonable and wise.
Father, the gods implant in mortal men reason, the choicest gift bestowed by heaven. 'Tis not for me to say thy words, nor would I reign thy wisdom if I could. Yet, wise thoughts come down. And as thy son, it falls to me to mark the acts, the words, the comments of the crowd. The commons stand in terror of thy frown, and dare not utter aught that might offend. For I can overhear the muttered plaints, know how the people mourn this maiden doomed. For noblest deeds to die the worst of deaths. When her own brother in battle slain lay unsepulchred, she suffered not his corse to lay for carrion birds and dogs to maul. Should not her name, they cry, be written gold? Such the low murmurings that reach my ear. O Father, nothing is by me more prized than thy well-being. For what higher good can children covet than their sire's fair fame? As fathers too take pride in glorious sons. Therefore, my father, cling not to one mood, and deem thou art right, all others wrong. For whoso think that wisdom dwells within himself, that he alone can speak or think aright, such oracles are empty breath when tried. For the wisest man will let himself be swayed by others' wisdom and relax in time. See how the trees beside a stream in flood save, but if they yield each spray unharmed, but by resisting perish root and branch. The mariner who keeps his main sheet taut will not slacken in the gale, is like to sail with ports reversed, keel uppermost. Relent thee and repent thee of thy wrath. For if one young in years could cause some sense, I'll say 'tis best to be endowed with absolute wisdom. But if that's denied and nature not takes readily that ply, next wise is he who lists to sage advice.
Now, if he says aught in season, heed him, king. Heed thou thy sire too, both have spoken well.
Wouldst thou have at our age be schooled? Lesson in prudence by a beardless boy.
I plead for justice, father, nothing more. Lay me upon my merits, not my years.
Strange merit this, to sanction lawlessness.
For evildoers I would urge no plea.
Is not this maid an errant evildoer, an errant lawbreaker?
The Theban commons with one voice say no.
What? Am I to allow the mob to dictate my policy?
'Tis thou, methinks, who speakest like...
No, am I to rule for others or for myself?
A state for one man is no state at all.
Oh, this boy, methinks, maintains the woman's cause.
Thou be'st a woman, yes, my thought.
Oh, reprobate! Wouldst thou wrangle with thy sire? Does thy speaking wrongfully perverse? Yes. The worst of ills is to wrangle with thy sire. Am I wrong to maintain my rights?
Talk not of rights, thou spurts that do of heaven.
O heart corrupt. A woman's minion thou.
Slave to dishonor thou wouldst never never find me.
They speak at least not all of me for her.
And for the gods below.
Living, the maid shall never be thy bride.
So she shall die, but one will die with her.
Has come to such a pass as to threaten me.
What threat is this, vain counsels to reprove?
Vain fool, to instruct thy letters thou shalt rue it.
Were it not my father, I'd send out heirs.
Play not this Spaniard, a woman's maid now.
When thou dost speak, must no man make reply.
This passes bounds. By heavens, thou shalt not reckon me, or jeer, or flout me with impunity. Off with the hateful thing that she may die at once, beside her bridegroom's side, in his sight.
Think not in my sight that the maid shall die, nor by my side. Never thou shalt again see my face hereafter. Go, consort with friends who like a madman for their mate.
My son is gone, my liege, in angry haste fell as the wrath of a youth beneath a smart.
Let him go, vent his fury like a fiend. These sisters twain he shall not save from death.
Surely thou meanest not to slay them both.
I stand corrected. Only she who touched the body.
And what death is she to die?
She shall be taken to some desert place by man untried, and in a rock-hewn cave with no more food than to avoid the taint that homicide would bring on all the state, buried alive. There she can appeal to the king of death, the one God she reveres. Or she can learn too late the lesson learned at last. 'Tis labor lost to reverence the dead.
Friends, countrymen, my last farewell I make. One last fond, lingering, longing look I take at the bright sun. For death which puts to sleep both young and old hails my young life, bids me to Asheron's dark fold an unwed wife. The music sung marriage sung for me, my bridal bed's no youth but strewn with flowers from the lea. 'Tis death I wed.
But bethink thee, thou art sped, great and glorious to the dead. Thou the sword's edge hast not tasted. Thou disease thy frame has not wasted. Freely thou alone shalt go, living to the dead below.
Nay, that is the piteous tale I've heard men tell of Tantalus's doomed child, chained upon Sisyphus' high rocky fell that clung like ivy wild, pelted by whirling rain and snow. Oh, on the breast her tears I flow, her fate is mine. Alack, ye mock me. Is it not meet to insult me thus living to my face? Do entreat ye who are the rulers of a lordly race. Fount of thirsty, wooden bound vain, with Theban chariots to victory speed. Mark ye the cruel laws that have now brought my bane. The friends who show no pity in my need. Is ever fate like mine? To live and fade, rock-built tomb in sepulchre. Live as an alien amongst the dead. I am living. This thou touches my most poignant pain. My ill-starred father's piteous disgrace. The taint of blood, the hereditary stain which clings to all of Lapticus' famed race. A monstrous marriage bed where lay the mother with the son her womb had born. And therein I was conceived, woe worth the day. Fruit of incestuous sheets, a maid forlorn. Though I go accursed, to greet them as an alien there below. No brother, in marriage ill bested, 'twas thy death hand that dealt me this death blow.
Religion has its chains, 'tis true. Let rights be paid when rights are due. Yet it is ill to disobey the powers that hold by might the sway. Thou hast withstood authority, self-willed rebel. Thou must die.
Cursed, friended, married, hence I go. No longer may I see the day's bright eye. No friend left to